WWE Universe can see this brawl for themselves.
Oh, listen, the last thing these two are thinking about is an audience. If hate is too strong of a word, then these two dislike each other extremely intensely, in case you couldn't tell.
Somebody's got to do something before somebody gets seriously injured back there.
Saxton, you're a sissy.
Nice striking blow. Just carrying the opposition here. Pushing through the table. This is a tough spot to find yourself in, that's for sure.
Set for the ride through the table.
Kick right to the midsection. Definitely not where you want to be right now.
Power bomb.
Ooh. Boom, what a forearm.
Textbook vertical suplex. Bam.
A striking blow.
This is how people end up getting hurt.
Fight's out of trouble.
Wow, that was an impressive escape, guys.
Oh, nasty impact.
Tough situation to be in right here.
Good God, good God. Great decision by Joe to capitalize.
Boom. No, another reversal.
Oh, this could be something.
Trey manages to get Samoa Joe down, but for how long?
Wait, what's Trey doing?
I think he's going to put Joe inside the trunk of that car.
He's going to try to. Joe's dead weight.
Well, that's one way to stop Samoa Joe from interfering.
Yeah, assuming that trunk is strong enough to contain Joe and his enhanced arm.
It looks like it'll do the job, for now at least. Red and Brooklyn are finally recovering after we cut away to see what was happening backstage between Trey and Samoa Joe.
I'm just glad that thanks to Trey, we're going to get a definitive winner in this match.
Yeah, as long as one of them can make it back in the ring before the 10 count.
And they both do.
Neither of them are ready for this match to end.
For nearly a decade, the Divas title was the pinnacle for women's wrestling, and it's back up for grabs tonight.
Now, Michael, you and I were there to call a final defense of this title at Roadblock in 2016, and I am excited to call it again right here tonight.
Oh, smash! This could be dangerous. Changes her fortune there.
Had it scouted.
In the corner now.
Overhead suplex. Pulled back into the hip toss.
She's starting to drag a little bit.
She's not rising to the occasion right now.
She's bringing the pressure on now.
She's got the skill to go on runs. Now we'll see if she has the stamina.
Kick right to the midsection. Ooh, what a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent.
Loving blow.
Boom! KO punch.
Overhead suplex.
Uh-oh. Bookend! Good night. Booker stole from Rock. I see where she's going with this. Oh, right, right. Man, that's some attitude behind it. She's got to remember to get back in the ring before the referee's 10 count. Back now inside the ring.
Oh, man, right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow. Oh, look at this. Takedown. Hoping to end it early. And she kicks out. Oh, too close.
Lariat.
Setting up. She's starting to tire a little. She needs to turn the tide here. Oh, ooh, what impact. Oh, what impact. Oh, able to counter. She steers clear there. Legs trapped. What's next? She wants to finish this. And look at this.
Oh, with authority. That could be it.
Looking for the submission move. Center of the ring down. Load him over. The Boston Crab.
Look at the back position.
Boston Crab now. Battling to get the upper hand. Good job getting to the ropes there. Yeah, that could have been bad.
Oh, she turns it around.
Thrust right to the throat. Harsh impact. She's taking charge here. We're looking at complete domination here.
Yikes, that'll either wake you up or knock you out.
Oh, right off the turnbuckle. Face first. Oh, what a slam. Oh, nasty impact. Knife edge chop. Away it goes. Ooh-wee. Wow, she turned that one around. An impressive series of moves. Looks like nobody's budging, Cole.
assaulting the torso here. Clearly part of the game plan, Michael.
She's licking her chops. She's caught.
She's going to try it again. Into a DDT. And just like that, it's all over. And here we go. The Boston Crab. Look at the back position.
Did she really just release the hold?
Oh, she did, Cole. And you know what that means? It means she probably has something even more devastating to finish her off with.
Red has done it. Not only has she defeated the woman who's tormented her for years, but she's also achieved a childhood dream in capturing the WWE Divas Championship.
This has to feel like a giant weight has been lifted off of Red in so many ways.
And here comes Red's best friend to join in the celebration.
Respect to Red for being able to achieve the seemingly impossible. This is truly a special night for her, both personally and professionally.
I knew you'd be here early. You always were an overachiever.
You here to demand your rematch? Because I have no problem beating you again.
Asked yourself a million times. Make the hardest decision of our lives because, right, I found out you wrote that little piece of fiction kicking off 20 years of...
Why? Why are you doing this?
The why doesn't really matter. Right now, you should be more concerned with the what, as in what could happen next. I could expose you and all your lies, destroying your life, your reputation, and most of all, your friendship with Trey. Or you can retire immediately and I'll make your secret my secret. But one way or another, it's happening tonight.
I know walking away from everything you've worked for will be the hardest thing you've ever done, but you have to keep our secret. Please. And that's how I won the WWE Divas Championship, crossing off one of the most elusive things on the list. But the Divas Championship wasn't just a title. That's my mom and dad. It was more than that. It was...
Sorry, I think something amazing just happened. Earlier today, I received a note saying I would finally get to meet my birth parents at the Hall of Fame ceremony tonight, and I think they just arrived.
I don't know what's happening
I apologize
either.
if I'm a little distracted.
Who are those people?
I've been waiting for this moment
bad.
my entire life. We're almost done here, so I'll catch up with you real soon, okay? Sorry, again, for cutting you off. Where were you?
There's really not much left to say, other than to cover how we ended up here tonight. When I defeated my lifelong nemesis to capture this championship, the same championship I dreamed of winning as a young girl, it was an amazing feeling. But after that wore off, I was consumed by a range of different emotions, ones that I hadn't felt in a very long time. Satisfaction, relief, peace of mind, the fire that drove me throughout my career to come out here and fight on a nightly basis was suddenly gone. I went from thinking, what's next, to what's left. And I realized that after crossing off the most elusive item on the list, the answer was not much. Because I accomplished everything I set out to do and way more. So I had to be honest with myself. If I kept going, everything after would feel like a letdown. And that's not how I want to live my life or remember my career. So with all that being said, I'm here tonight to relinquish the Divas Championship and announce my retirement from WWE, effective immediately.
Is this actually happening?
Unfortunately, I think it is.
Now, I know this is probably shocking, and some of you might be disappointed or upset, but this isn't necessarily a bad thing. I've lived this part of my life to the fullest, and now it's time for me to go explore other challenges. And who knows, maybe I'll try acting again. You all saw how my only other audition went. Can't go worse than that, right? Finally, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for supporting me for all these years. Please continue to back the next women who take my place, who I am certain will be stronger, more athletic, and hopefully a little less temperamental than I was. So, yeah, that's it. Thanks, everyone.
I'm not really sure what to say. I'm stunned.
I think we all are. No one was expecting this. Thank you, Red.
Yes, thank you. And we wish you all the best.
I'm sorry, but I need you to try to understand.
Maybe I could wrap my head around it if I had a little more warning. I mean, when you texted me, make sure you watch my promo tonight, I was expecting you had some clever line about Brooklyn, not that you were gonna walk away from WWE.
This wasn't something I was planning for a long time. It happened quickly.
Okay, fine, but if you're done, then I'm done. We're a package deal, remember?
No, what? Don't do this.
I need you to try to understand.
What about the title shot you just earned in the Royal Rumble? And getting revenge on Samoa Joe for everything he's done?
None of that matters if you're not along for the ride, too.
You need to think about this some more. You're making an impulsive decision.
I've made up my mind. I'm done.
I never expected my plan to work this well and cause your idiot friend to retire too. It's like getting rid of 2 turds with 1 stone.
This isn't over.
But it is over, and that's the best part of all of this. Anyway, just wanted to wish you a happy early retirement. Maybe you can take up bingo or going to dinner at 3 p.m. or yelling at kids in your neighborhood. If you kick that ball in my yard one more time, I'm going to put you on my list. Hilarious. See you, never again.
We're going live with your show intro in 5 minutes.
Thanks. Just let me run through it once to make sure I've got it. Who will be named as your top 10? Prepare yourself for drama as our contestants get their hands dirty, glad-handing with the CEO of a manure company to see who can get the upper hand for their fall fertilizer campaign. It's all hands on deck. Coming up next on America's Next Top Hand Model. Do you think there's too many hand puns?
It's perfect. It's not heavy-handed at all.
I see what you did there. Hey, sorry I missed your other call. I'm at my new hosting gig. Look, if this is about getting Baron Corbin a spot on the show, I'm still relatively new here, so I don't think I have that kind of pull yet. Oh, okay, good, because honestly, I don't think Baron's hands are anything to write home about. Wait, what'd you say? Really? That's amazing! Did you tell Red yet? Yeah, she's been hard to reach lately. Okay, I'll try her. This is truly an honor. Thank you so much. Woo! Ooh, ooh, oh, yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna be famous, I'm gonna be famous, Ah! Yes!
That's my ring and my championship. I hate you, Brooklyn. What?
Hey, it's been a while. How's it going?
I'm great. I'm on vacation at the beach, which is why no one's been able to reach me. Trying to disconnect, you know?
Oh, that's good to hear. I only have a minute, so I'll make this quick. I just got some amazing news. We're going into the WWE Hall of Fame together.
Really? Wow, I'm shocked. I mean, I thought it would happen someday, but definitely not this fast.
They didn't say this, but I'm assuming they want to capitalize on my crossover appeal as host of ANTHM.
I'm sure that's it.
I know we didn't expect our careers to end the way they did, but it's nice to know we accomplished enough to go into the Hall of Fame. And more importantly, we're going in together, just like it's always been.
Yeah, it is nice.
Hey, I gotta run. Don't relax too much. You know what they say about idle hands. Ooh, I gotta work that into tonight's show.
Congrats.
You too. Ooh, I wish I could see Brooklyn's reaction.
I'm sure she won't be happy, which makes me happy.
Move! Don't look at me! Don't look at me! Get out of my way! Are you kidding me? Those two pieces of human trash are going into the Hall of Fame? This has to be a joke! They were only in the WWE for a cup of coffee. You know what? An actual cup of coffee deserves to be inducted before they do! Ah!
Take it easy. We're all entitled to our opinions, but there are certain realities you can't dispute. While Red and Trey may have had shorter careers than the typical Hall of Famer, the impact they made during that time was tremendous. So it doesn't matter if you or anyone else disagrees, they are going to get the recognition they deserve.
We'll see about that.
Man, feels like we've been up here for like 15 hours. Hope everyone's still with us. But, I think that pretty much sums everything up, right?
Yeah, I think we covered it all.
And there's only one thing left to do. List, please. It's time to cross off one final list item together. Get inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Shoot, I think I forgot a pen.
Seriously?
I've got one you can use.
I'm sure someone else in this arena has a spare pen, so you can go sit down.
Take it easy. I just wanted to come up here in front of the world to say congratulations and finally put our differences behind us. I would never do anything to take away from your special night that you so rightfully deserve. Trey, even your birth parents are here, which is amazing. Stand up, please. But before you finish up, there's just one thing I want to mention that you left out of your speech. You see, Red wasn't 100% honest about what led to her retirement and later her best friends. In fact, it turns out she has a little secret, which is the real reason she walked away from WWE.
You have to do something. She's gonna ruin everything. I'm sorry, but I'm done hiding this for us. It's over.
What really happened was I found out the truth behind this secret, and she didn't want me to tell anyone. So she chose to retire instead. But I couldn't sit back and let her get away without everyone knowing the real Red. So let's start with this. That lovely older couple in the audience, they're not Trey's parents. I know, because they're fakes I hired to be here. That letter you got that said they were coming tonight, also a fake. But if you want to see your real parents, I can make that happen. Here they are. Yeah, that pretty much says it all. And look at the date there. They were already long gone by the time we were in high school. Which makes you wonder, Trey, how could they have written you a letter? Maybe someone else wrote it to try to manipulate you into doing whatever they wanted. And maybe that person was so miserable and lonely, they had to resort to something morbid like that to ensure they always had a friend at their side. But who would do such a terrible thing? Certainly not your so-called best friend, right?
Is this true?
We're not finished here. If you come any closer, I will crush his neck. And the same goes for anyone else. If you try to stop us, I will end him.
Do you need me to make another ice machine run?
You know, there's some wounds that ice can't heal. What?
You have to admit, that was a pretty cheesy line.
You know, you have a really strange way of apologizing.
I'm sorry. It's just, we've been working through this all night, and I think I'm starting to lose it. Look, you know how I truly feel. You also know me better than anyone else. I made a stupid decision to protect you when we were kids, and it just kept escalating from there. I wanted to tell you so many times, but it got harder and harder, especially when you started leaving the tickets. I couldn't bring myself to take that away from you. It would be like you finding out that America's Next Top hand model was fixed.
Wait, is it? Did you hear something?
No, I was just using that as an example.
Okay, because I don't think I could handle that right now. I think I always knew deep down that it was all too good to be true, that I'd never meet them, but I guess a part of me wanted to believe that maybe something bigger would come out of all of this, that it wasn't just about action figures or championships or entertaining millions of people, that it would help me find a part of myself that was missing.
But maybe something bigger did come out of all this. This wasn't about finding two people who would fill a hole in your life. It was about millions of people finding you to fill holes in their lives.
Now that was cheesy.
But it's true.
Maybe.
I have something for you.
Please don't tell me this is a letter from my long-lost aunt and uncle telling me to forgive my best friend.
Just open it.
What's this all about?
It's our new list. On one of my ice machine runs, or maybe it was one of the times you locked me out of the room, I can't remember, but I made some phone calls to management, and it's unprecedented, but they've agreed to let us get revenge on Brooklyn and Samoa Joe at tomorrow night's WrestleMania, assuming you're on board.
I guess we're coming out of retirement. This has to be some kind of record.
There's one other thing you need to know. Brooklyn and Samoa Joe agreed to the match, but only if we put our Hall of Fame spots on the line.
You really want to do this?
If we don't fight back after what they did, then we don't deserve those spots.
Package deal. I'm in.
Hey, just wanted to let you know, I left 2 open seats in the audience just like you always did.
Why? I mean, obviously my birth parents aren't showing up anytime soon. So was it just for good luck or out of respect or something?
You'll see.
It doesn't matter how tonight turns out, because either way, I'm proud of how far you and Red have come. I mean, sure, it'd be nice to be able to say I trained 2 WWE Hall of Famers, and I could probably raise my rates again. But like I said, doesn't matter.
Well, I know we didn't always see eye to eye, but me and Red owe you for helping us get our start.
What do you mean we didn't see eye to eye? You were my prize student. Never doubted you once. I used to call you Sure Thing Trey.
Are you serious? You thought I'd be a manager at best, and you definitely didn't think I'd make it to WWE, let alone become a Hall of Famer. I think you said something about pooping golden nuggets?
I don't recall that. Anyway, good luck, sure thing.
I know you're going to tell us it's not too late to change our minds about the match and putting our Hall of Fame spots on the line, but we need to do this.
I wasn't going to say that at all. It's actually way too late to change your minds. The match is happening.
Oh. Okay, well, that's good then.
I was going to say that if things don't go well, Brooklyn and Samoa Joe can't erase your legacies. Everything you worked for and accomplished won't just disappear.
Sounds like you don't think we can win.
Look, you both have defied the odds before, but I'm just being realistic.
When it comes time to honor the Hall of Fame class tonight, we'll be out there front and center.
Look, I know we haven't spoken much since I've been gone, but I just wanted to say I'm pulling for you tonight. And Brooklyn had no right to exploit your past and ruin your big moment.
I appreciate you saying that.
But I also know how your impatience and temper can get the best of you sometimes. So I'm a little worried that you rushed into this match, especially considering your condition and what's at stake.
Thanks for your concern, seriously. But this is something we have to do. No matter what we could lose in the process.
In just a few hours, whatever horrible nightmare we've been living in will finally come to an end when the American hero takes her rightful spot in the WWE Hall of Fame alongside Samoa Joe. You know, there aren't many things that truly give me joy, but ruining your big moment the other night and now being able to destroy your entire legacies forever? This is going to be the happiest time of my life. Goodbye forever, hothead.
It's time for the greatest spectacle in sports entertainment. Welcome to WrestleMania.
If you've somehow been off the grid for the past 24 hours, then you missed the news that we have a huge last-minute change to tonight's event. After being ambushed at the conclusion of their Hall of Fame speech, Red and Trey will seek revenge against Brooklyn Von Braun and Samoa Joe.
And saying that the stakes are high feels like a severe understatement. If Brooklyn and Samoa Joe can defeat Red and Trey, they will take their spots in the WWE Hall of Fame.
And we've never seen anything like this before, and we ever will again. With respect to every competitor who enters the ring tonight and every championship that's contested, it's now time for the most important match of the evening. Red and Trey are here to take on Brooklyn Von Braun and Samoa Joe with their Hall of Fame spots on the line.
It's truly impressive Red and Trey overcame both physical and emotional trauma to be here tonight. But I suppose revenge can motivate someone to do just about anything, including putting everything they've dreamed of and worked for at risk.
Guys, what are these pieces of paper falling down from above?
I believe it's supposed to symbolize their new list, and there's only one thing on it. Beat Brooklyn and Samoa Joe at WrestleMania.
This is why I left the 2 seats. It's time to move on.
I'm glad you're here.
I think that might have been Trey's adoptive parents sitting at ringside.
I think you're right, Byron. And now here are the 2 superstars who want nothing more than to take everything from Red and Trey to essentially erase their legacies in a single night. It's the so-called American hero, Brooklyn Von Braun and Samoa Joe.
Yeah, these two have a much different kind of bond than Red and Trey. It's an affiliation based on shared hatred for their opponents tonight, dating back years in both cases.
Full disclosure, I think we're looking at the newest members of the WWE Hall of Fame class. Brooklyn and Samoa Joe have been unstoppable from both a mental and physical standpoint since the moment they joined forces. Red and Trey would have a hard time stopping them if they were at full strength, and we know they're not even close to that.
And there you see Red and Brooklyn facing off. There is so much history between these two. We're talking decades of hostility.
I don't know if it'll ever end, but we'll get at least some kind of resolution after tonight's contest is over.
We're not sure who's going to start the match tonight. It actually looks like Brooklyn and Samoa Joe are discussing that right now.
Apparently, it'll be Samoa Joe and Trey.
Brooklyn's going to make Red wait to get her hands on her. Yet another calculated move from the American hero.
This is it. Here we go. WrestleMania is often called the showcase of the immortals. But Red and Trey aren't here to showcase their immortality. They're here to try to save it by retaining their spots in the WWE Hall of Fame.
The fact that Red and Trey are even fighting alongside each other after Brooklyn Von Braun destroyed their original career-defining list and nearly did the same thing to their friendship just proves their bond is unbreakable. They truly are a package deal.
While I agree with you on that, you have to consider what I said earlier. There's no way Red and Trey are 100 or even 50% after the brutal attack just 2 nights ago. Mark my words. That will be a factor at some point in this career-defining match.
spine buster.
He's certainly looking in command at the moment.
Nice effort. Here's hoping he can sustain it.
Samoa Joe might get an early 3 count. Came to catch him off guard there, I guess.
Yeah, it's going to take more than that to keep him down. Dominating shoulder tackle. Well, it's time for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, so you know we're going to see the best of the best.
Gets him with a counter. Knee left. Russian leg sweep. Not done there.
Just raining down punches. Samoa Joe looking overwhelmed right now.
This is all but over.
That killer instinct Samoa Joe has.
What a throw. Not looking good right now. Wicked clothesline. Up on their shoulders.
Down in a hurry.
Saw that one coming. And now that one's countered.
Absolutely spiked.
DDT.
Whoa, not so fast. Bringing it back into the ring. Look at this amazing athleticism.
Good night.
Booker stole from Ross.
Setting.
What a windmill kick.
Strong kick.
My goodness.
Thrown down with a back suplex.
She might be in some trouble now.
Proving tough to catch. What power! Thunderous powerbomb.
You can hear the impact. And here we go now. Elbow drop. Boom, impact. And there's the Uranagi. Landed them. She
wants it one more time.
Into a DDT.
That's a match-winning move, guys.
Great decision by Joe to capitalize.
How impressive was that reversal?
Everybody likes a showman, but I think Samoa Joe might be taking it a little too far here. Oh,
Gut kick.
Nothing fancy there.
He's one step ahead there.
Great technical know-how on display. Rapid fire rights over and over.
He's in trouble. Looking for the finish.
Tombstone maneuver coming. Wait, no.
Low blow.
All he has to do is capitalize. Oh, man, Joe does.
Wow. Part of me thought that was it, Cole.
Trey escapes the Uranagi, and now he's got Samoa Joe in the Coquina clutch.
Red takes Brooklyn down.
Hold on. Is this actually happening?
It is! Red and Trey of Brooklyn, Von Braun, and Samoa Joe locked in their own submission holds.
After everything that's happened among these four adversaries, this feels like the perfect ending.
Don't get ahead of yourself. They need to actually finish them off.
Can Red and Trey do the unthinkable? Will Brooklyn and Samoa Joe give up?
They tapped.
It's over. Red and Trey have pulled off the impossible and ensured that they will forever be honored in the WWE Hall of Fame.
This match takes place 20 times, and on 19 of those occasions, Brooklyn and Samoa Joe get the win, but not tonight. This was special. This was your night, Red and Trey.
Congratulations for the second time on your Hall of Fame induction.
This might have been our first time seeing one of your matches in person, but we were always watching on TV.
We're proud of you, son. Can I still call you that?
Yeah. We have a lot of catching up to do. I'm sorry about that.
We all are. It's okay.
We have something for you. Some maintenance guy from the arena was selling it online. It wasn't cheap.
Luckily, we've gotten good at puzzles in our old age.
Oh my gosh! I thought I lost you, but you're back.
There's one thing left on there we need to finish crossing off.
It appears that the list has
up where they left off 2 nights ago.
Tonight, we witnessed the unexpected, an unexpected victory, an unexpected reconciliation, and finally the unexpected return of what some might think is just an old scrap of paper. But it was more than that to Red and Trey. It's what led them to this very moment that to them was expected all along. They may not have known how they'd end up here, but they knew when they created that list that this was their destiny.
Well said, Michael. Soak every bit of this in. Red and Trey, you deserve it.